I was exploring my backyard oasis when I found hidden treasure. These little guys are mosquito larvae, and I was curious how resistant they'd be to jet fuel. I started by catching a bunch of them to do a control test. It's really interesting how they dive when you disturb them, but then they float back up to the surface because they actually breathe air. After closing up the glass, I went ahead and put my new friends in my guest room. A few days later, I opened it back up, and sure enough, there were tons of mosquitoes. Who would have guessed? It was now time to see what effect jet fuel would have on them. I used advanced techniques to thoroughly enrich 3 tubs of mosquito water. I went ahead and put a healthy serving of jet fuel in one of the containers. This created about an 1/8-inch layer of jet fuel floating on top of the water. In the second tub, I put just a little dribble in, and the third tub I left as a control. I did set up a time lapse on the control group, and here's what it looked like. A day later, I opened up the one with the most jet fuel, and believe it or not, a mosquito did fly out. The rest of the larvae were permanently sleeping though. I opened the one with just a trickle, and not a single thing was moving. When I opened the control, a bunch of mosquitoes flew out, and they now patrol my shop.